Let's look at the fifth set. The following graph gives the percentage of young people and middle-aged people in the four regions of a state as a percentage of total population of the respective region. Note the population is classified into people of only three age groups: young people, middle-aged people, and old people. Okay, and then they've given us a graph, and then there are questions. Let us record this data appropriately in the form of a table. The north region, the east region, the west region, and the south region. And you have young people, and middle-aged people, and old people. Notice that they've told you that there are three groups: middle-aged, old people, and young people. But in the graph, only young and middle are mentioned. But because the data is in the form of percentage, you can calculate the third number as is. So you will have 25 and 30 here, and correspondingly 45 here. You would have 30 and 35 here, and correspondingly 35 here. You would have 35 and 20 here, correspondingly 45 here. You would have 40 here, 30 here, and correspondingly 30 here. So we have percentage split of population in all these four regions among young, middle-aged, and old people. Let's look at the questions. Question 1. If the number of old people in the southern region exceeds the number of old people in the eastern region by 20%. Old people in southern region. Old people in southern region is 3 by 10 of population in south exceeds the number of old people in the eastern region. Eastern region has 35%. So 7 by 20 of east. And then we've been told exceeds 20 by 20%. Okay, so 6 by 5 of this value is equal to this value. Why I'm reaching 6 by 5 is it is exceeding by 20%, or is 120%, or 120% can also be written as 120 by 100. You cancel it out, you get 6 by 5. So we've reached this place. This 0 and this 0 will get cancelled. This 3 and this 6 will get cancelled to give me 2. This 2 and this 2 will get cancelled. Or you'd reach south by east is equal to 7 by 5. So if I take in the southern part there are 140 people, and in the eastern part there are 100 people. This ratio would get maintained. By approximately what percentage does the number of young people in the southern region exceed that of the eastern region? Young people in southern region is going to be 140, and therefore you would have 56 people there. Let me just cleanly write that. I would have 56 people south में, 56 young people in south, and 30 young people in east. 30 young people in east. Because I have to represent it in the form of percentage, this is what I have to calculate. So this should give me 26 by 30. Okay, so this gives me 13 by 15. Hopefully we remember from class 1 by 15 is 6.66, 2 by 15 is 13.33, 100 minus 13.33 should lead me to option B, and that has to be the answer. Let's look at question number 2. It may seem like we are going to run out of space very quickly. Let's say if the total population of the western region is 20% more that of the northern region. Western population is 20% more than of the northern region. So let there be 100 people here, let there be 120 people here. Cool. The number of middle-aged people in the northern region forms what percentage of number of old people in the western region? Middle-aged people 30 and 45% of 120. 50% of 120 is going to be 60, 5% of 120 is going to be 6. So effectively they're asking me what is 30 by 54, this in percentage terms, or 5 by 9. If you remember your approximation class, this should be 55.55. So option C has to be the answer. Now question 3. If the number of middle-aged people in each of the four regions is same, then the number of young people is greatest in the. Okay. So we've been told 30% of N and 35% of E and 20% of W and 30% of S is the same. Now, in order to solve this question, all you have to see is the ratio of young to middle-aged people in each of the regions. This is 5:6, therefore young people here will be lower. This is 6:7, therefore young people here would be lower. This is 7:4, so young people here is 1.75 times that of middle-aged people, and you have 4:3 here, or 1.33 times of middle-aged people. Therefore, you can easily conclude, if the number of middle-aged people in each of these four regions is identical, in the western region you are going to have the maximum number of young people. Therefore, option C. Therefore, option C. Let's look at question number 4. If the total population of the northern and western regions put together, okay, pay attention to this fact that 100, 120, 100 and 140, these are useless numbers now. These were only valid for the previous questions. If the total population of northern and western regions put together is equal to that of the eastern and the southern regions put together. Okay. Northern, western together, eastern. Let me work with this. Eastern and southern together. I would now have put together. Okay, and X is the total middle-aged population in the northern and western region. Northern and western region middle-aged population, this 30 and this 20. And Y is the middle-aged population in the eastern and southern regions put together. This 35 and this 30. Okay, then which of the following is always true? Now see, middle-aged population in northern and western region will lie somewhere between 30 and 20. This is going to be between one of these two values, and the middle-aged population between eastern and southern region is going to be some value between 35 and 30. So hopefully you can therefore confidently answer X has to necessarily be less than Y, and therefore this has to be your answer.